Hey there, how are you doing today? Welcome to another great episode of Review Sesh. If you've been here before, I really do appreciate you coming back to visit me. And if you haven't been here before, give me just one moment. Let me tell you a little bit about who I am and what I do. So, my name's Mike, and what I do is I review federally legal hemp products and devices. So, it doesn't really matter whether it's a consumable product of any kind or whether it's a functional device of any type. We're going to be looking at all of that stuff on this channel. I really do hope you enjoy the content that I'm making for you. So, guys, today is a really exciting one. This is one that I'm really interested in. It is another flower review. Um, it's got some interesting lineage behind it, and I think you guys will really get a kick out of this one. Real quick, though, before we get into it, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kick it back to the previous me, and he's going to go ahead and reiterate a little bit about what we're doing on this channel, and he might even be able to explain a little bit about what THCA is if there's any of y'all that are still unsure or unfamiliar with it. And then after that, we're going to be getting right into this review. All right, as you guys know, I review federally legal hemp products and devices on this channel. And some of these products have THCA in the name. And THCA is one of those things that has an awful lot of people confused right now. So if you're one of those people that's confused, give me just one moment. Let me explain a little bit. I might be able to educate you a little bit about what THCA actually is. And THCA stands for tetrahydrocannabinolic acid. And it's the naturally occurring compound found on all hemp plants everywhere. Basically, it's the precursor to what we know now as Delta 9 THC. All right. So, in and of itself, though, guys, THCA is not psychoactive. You're not going to go out and eat a piece of a hemp plant and get any elevated effects. It does not work like that. It first has to undergo a process called decarboxylation. And decarboxylation may sound like a fancy chemistry word, and it's because it is, but it's very simple in principle. And it simply means application of heat. So it doesn't really matter whether it's environmental heat, just the heat of the sun, it's a hot day outside, or, we're applying some artificial heat with some flame or with an electronic heat source like I like to use. We are decarboxylating that THCA molecule, and it's dropping that A right off the end of that molecule chain, and it's leaving you with good old-fashioned THC. So, guys, I want to be very clear on this. For all intents and purposes, the THC that everybody that you've ever spoken to or has ever spoken about before this, before 2018, they have been referring to THCA, the naturally occurring compound found on the plant. All right? Very clear about that. It is basically the same thing everybody's always spoken about. But the great thing is, since 2018 in the federal farm bill, we can get all these things to our doors. We don't have to go out and, you know, deal with strange people at odd times of night, potentially go out and, waste our time at the least and risk our safety at the worst. Now we just get it mailed to us, and when you get your packages in the mail, you're going to be getting something like this. This is a letter, a notice to law enforcement and the postal service, and it just dictates what is in the package, and it does list the applicable sections of the 2018 Farm Bill that the things in the package are covered under. Very important to hold on to these guys. You don't want to get rid of these right now. They pack flat. Just hold on to them. There's no reason to throw these out at this moment. For the foreseeable future, hold on to these and hold on to any COAs or certificates of analysis that you may have with your products. All right. All right, guys. Now that we got that out of the way, today's good mood is brought to us once again by California Gold Farm. And today we're looking at Dior. Dior is a hybrid. Shows here it's a looks like it's an evenly balanced hybrid. Yep, 50-50 hybrid. And it is very, very loud on the nose. On the smell, very sour, bit of spice, earthy. Sour, spicy, earthy. That's what I'm getting right there. And we're going to get right into it today. Dump these out on the tray. There is the flower, guys. We have one fairly large nug. Really nice looking nug there. Really gorgeous structure. Beautiful dark greens, light greens, some really nice orange hairs. Really, really pretty stuff. And I have already gotten some photos of these guys. You should be seeing them momentarily. Pretty excited about checking this out as the the lineage, the genetics of this, I'm not really sure about, and I was hoping that maybe you guys could help me out some. So we'll get into that here momentarily. Give it a grind. I'll probably grind up another one of these. Now these are about medium density, very, very trike covered, very, very keefy. Still got some good stick. My grinder is experiencing some of that right now. All right, grinding it up does bring out more of that sour, earthy spice. And we do have a bit of keef that it leaves over. Now, I'm not going to bother with the shot of the keef at the moment because I kind of want to get into this actual review. All right. So we're going to be trying this with, as usual, the microdose bowl, as well as the hybrid uh, matrix, titanium matrix shovelhead bowl. All right. That one. Yeah, this one. Like I say, with these photos that I took earlier, guys, this is some very, very, very healthy flour. You're going to notice a lot of transitioning, or you should have when you were looking at the photos. You should have noticed a lot of really nice transitioning, a lot. Um, and yeah, so I'm expecting a pretty nice experience from this. Real quick, the cross on this is Gelato 41 crossed with OG Kush, which is then crossed with Headlights. Um, I know what Gelato 41 is. I know what OG Kush is, but I have no idea which Headlights this is crossed with. There doesn't seem to be an extending link on Allbud as there usually is when it lists crosses. It usually lists further links to check out the crosses. Headlights is not linked, and I'm unsure of what the actual Headlights cut this, what cut this is. If any of you guys might have an idea, let me know. So first try, we're going to be trying with the through the whip and the microdose bowl. Flavors are a bit different than the smell in a good way. At least on the initial, flavors seem a little bit different. So I still get some of that sour spice, but it's accompanied now by some nice berry. It's fairly sweet, actually. Sweet, sour, spicy, with a hint of berry. And that's what I'm getting with that. We're going to try the larger bowl, which I'm really interested in getting into the larger one. So I can get a more thorough taste. This will be my first vape of the day. I'm kind of feeling a little bit off today, not quite with it. Slept kind of weird, had some odd dreams and things like that I don't normally have. Um, but yeah, I'm hoping this will help, like, even me out, get me back on track. Being the first vape of the day, hopefully it should. Yep, it's very smooth. Very smooth. It does have a slight hint of some gas to it, but it's very smooth. It's creamy. It's creamy. Really nice. Still has some of that sweet and sour, tad bit of spice, but I think that spice is what adds to its gassy kind of portion of the profile. Very sweet, very sour, but creamy. Creamy smooth. Very nice. Very nice. The terpenes are very strong with this one. Very strong with this one. Now, on a California Gold Farm, looking at theirs, Frosted Gelato 41, crossed with OG and headlights. Um, Cultivated indoors, as all of their stuff is. This lists at 21.62% THCA. Um, that's fairly low for a lot of the stuff that I try. I mean, it's still fairly high. All things said, that's a fairly high percentage still. But for what I experience, that's fairly low. However, um, the terpenes, the flavonoids, what have you, the stuff in this flower seems to be affecting me pretty strongly right now. Um, Again, first vape of the day, wake and vape sort of a thing. Um, but still, now as listed on here, the buds of Dior THCA flower are dense, beautifully structured, and glisten with a heavy layer of frosty trichomes. Vibrant hues of deep green with the occasional purple undertones, the bright orange pistils woven throughout add an eye-catching contrast. Yep, it's pretty good. Aroma is inviting with earthy notes, complemented by subtle hints of sweet citrus and a touch of spice. That's that's what I got. And full disclosure, this is the first time I'm reading the actual description on the website. So the flavors I got, the smells I got, all of that was prior to reading this, so you guys know. So yeah, it is as described on the website. I can say that, and it is very tasty. It's still sitting on my palate after that last hit. It's still sitting on my palate. Mm, really good. See if I can get another one out of this bowl, and if not, I will be packing another one because I do want to taste some more of this. This is very nice. Nice even toast on the vape. Very punchy. Very punchy on flavor. So guys, I hope you all have been doing well. I've been spending the past couple of days. I did not film yesterday. My cat's not doing that great. She's been having some issues. We have a new addition to the house. We just got a new dog, and the dog's sweet as she can be, and she loves cats. She's not like aggressive toward the cats or anything, but my cat's a little bit anxiety ridden, so it's taken some time for her to adjust. And I spent the entirety of yesterday trying to figure out a way to get her a more comfortable environment while this new dog is getting established in the household. That is velvety smooth, guys. Velvety smooth. Even the smaller hits are really hitting you. Very, very, very terpy. Very terpy, even with the smaller hits. It's kind of throwing me for a little loop there. That's a lot of terpenes. Ooh, that one got me. Very good. And this flower, guys, this is just gorgeous. Look at that nug. Look at that nug. Good density too. It's like I say, it's dense, but it's like a medium dense density. It's not one of those like super rock hard, can if you hit somebody in the head with it, you're liable to hurt them, sort of a thing. Some flowers are so dense that it's almost a pain getting through them. I really do like the cure on this and the density of the flower on this one. Wow, wow. And listed here on all bud, effects on this are calming, creative, euphoria, happy, tingly, uplifting. This may relieve anxiety, cramps, fatigue, headache, inflammation, muscle spasms, and stress. And yeah, this is going to be one of those. It's well balanced, and it's gonna calm you down and relax you without knocking you out. And yeah, being that it's going to calm you down and relax you, it might help relieve your anxiety, might help relieve stress and fatigue and things like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, and goodness, that flavor sticks on the palate for a minute. It really does. I know it doesn't seem like I'm getting a lot of vapor from that, guys, but I'm telling you, I'm pulling off so many terps off of that right now. Very, very tasty. Very tasty. I do have my one hit wonder turned down quite a lot. I've been chasing terpenes lately, so I've got my device turned down a lot. I normally run at 580 degrees, and I'm right around 500 right now. So like I've got it cranked down low, and it really does help to kind of pull more flavor um, out of your flower. That's one of the reasons I love ball vapes. I love these sorts of devices. You can just change the temperature on them, and you can get so much more differential. With the one hit one, or not one hit wonder, but with the thermal twist, which is sitting back here off camera. With the thermal twist, that one's an interesting one because I kept that at a particular temperature, and I was actually able to more or less run at keep it at a high temperature, but start low because I would use this glass bowl here, and this glass bowl back here, it doesn't transfer heat as fast as this bowl. So it was a really good way of not having to change temperature so much, be able to pull things through the entire terpene profile, all the flavor profile and stuff. Thermal twist is great for that. One Hit Wonder does pretty well too, but it is for quick extractions. That's what the Hit Wonder is all about. Like, wow, guys, it's not very often that I get flower that has that much in the way of terpenes up front. There are certain strains that, because of their strains, like a Blockberry or a Super Boof or something like that, those are super turfy. Those are always terpy up front. But this is a very interesting combination of sweet, sour, velvety, smooth, just a hint of diesel. I'm really liking it, guys. So I do hope you've enjoyed my little review of Dior from California Gold Farm. I do have quite a lot to come, quite a lot more coming from them. I've got a lot more coming in general. My channel here, the channel's about to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I really do appreciate you all being here and being supportive through this whole thing. 1,000 is just 1,000. Um, Grateful to get there, but I'm not gonna take that as a milestone, which I'm just gonna sit at that point and rest on my laurels. We're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep creating great content every day or as often as possible. If not every day, then at least most of the week, every week. We're going to be pushing out regular content. And I'm going to keep trying to get a hold of new things to share with you guys. Anything that I find that's interesting, that seems like it might be worth sharing with you guys, I'm always out for acquiring so I can show it to you. So I really do appreciate you guys, and as always, it's super helpful if you like, subscribe if you haven't already, share. If there's anybody you know that might be interested in my content, share, spread me around some so other people can come join this community. If there's anything that you're interested in seeing more of, let me know. If there's interested in that you're sick of seeing, if there's anything that you're sick of seeing, uh, let me know. This is pretty good stuff. First vape of the day. It's got me a little bit, but if there's anything else that you're interested in that you see on my channel, you can just check my campsite.bio. That has links to everything, whether it's the actual items themselves or information, or we do have two Discord servers that I'm regularly in that you can join and you can pop in and hang out with me and some of the other creators and you know chit chat and sesh a little and have a good old time. Yeah, I got so much going on, guys. I'm really excited to bring more to you. And yeah, until I see you next time, I want you to continue to take care of yourselves, continue to take care of your loved ones, and y'all continue to take care of each other. Don't let the small things, the small negative things, bother you too much. Sometimes in life there are negative things that need attention. But usually the things that we let bother us on a day-to-day basis are well enough left alone. I'm still learning that every day, and sometimes we have to actively put that into practice. We have to say, hey, what is this that is upsetting me? Let me dial it back a little bit. Let me think about it. Oh, wow, I don't even need to be worried about that. And more times than not, that's how that works out for me. And yeah, so I'll leave you guys with that. If there's anything bothering you, just dial it back some and reevaluate it. And a lot of the times you realize that it's really nothing to be worried about. And it shouldn't really be taking up so much of your mind and so much of your time. So I'll leave you guys with that. And until I see you next time, as usual, I want you to stay lifted. I want you to stay blessed. Keep on keeping on, guys. Peace.